Okay, part 2 ke we-destiny swapping, energy vampires, isithwalo, and also sizawuthetha ngo-Unathi. U-Unathi ngomnye wabantu ababalwayo who were close to lo tata and suddenly i-career yabo took a hard knock, right? And apparently xa kutshiwo ke she's struggling to get back up, right? Masiqale nge-destiny swapping and ndizanibalisela nje ngestori sam. Esasi-innocent kwakungenanto yayinobuthakathi phakathi. I'm not saying ubana akukho the dark side of it, right? So mna and my ex-friend went out for a walk. Sit apha ekuncokoleni athi kum, hey emveli yazi I noticed ubana lokho ndahlangana nawe I don't lack, especially ngemali, yabo. I-destiny helpers zakhe zibuyile ziyamnceda ngemali. Basically she doesn't lack. Qoma hayi nami ndiyavuya. Uyabona lanto ukuthi kune change ebomini be-friend yakho because of wena, yabo. But at the same time mna xa endixelela lento I noticed ubana izinto mani kwicala lam ilakhi yam yatshintsha kwicala lam, uyayibona. But she said it innocently and that was it. The reason ndithi yayingenabuthakathi phakathi ngoba sasisenza sonke ezi zinto zo sugar jar lamacebiso esiwabona apha ku-Tikima Talks, yabo. And we were both big on cleansing ourselves and not focusing kwabanye abantu, but sifocus ekuthina to cleanse and claim our energy back, claim our luck back, yabo, nto ezinjani. So ndizoncokolela umamam ke ngongenye imini ngale nto bithethwa yifriend yam, and nakumamam nditsho ndithi and ngeli xesha ndixelelayo I noticed ukuthi eyam ilakhi yatshintsha, yabo. Things seqala ukuba dry ngoku nje. Azothi umamam umntu nomntu uzelwe nengelosi. Le ngelosi ine-purpose ezokuyiseva ebomini bakho, right? Uthi ke ngoku umama ingelosi iyamthanda umuntu onobubele, right? And ngamanye amaxesha iye ibe confused, especially like for instance i-character yakho iba bufana neyetshomi yakho. So ingelosi gets confused, igcine isala nefriend yakho, isebenzela ifriend yakho, not because uyibile. Nayo ifriend yakho ngelo xesha isube ingekho aware ukuthi kuye kwaswapheka ilakhi. So uthi ke umama lonto leyo yenzeka xa mhlambe you spend a lot of time with that person and lo mntu ungumntu one aura eclean, then ingelosi yakho igcine seyisheka naye isebenzela yena. So that is why yena wanotice ukuthi akasaleki anymore, and then kwicala lam ndabe izinto zam siqala ukutshintsha, yebo. So that was innocent. Anditsho ukubana kwezinye cases akuhlangani nokuba nobumdaka, right? Sithethe ngo-Unathi ke ngoku. Unathi ke ndiyamthanda ukufa u-Unathi, but there was a time I stopped listening to, was it Metro FM or Kaya FM? But islot ska Unathi, uGlenn Lewis no Melanie San sasisekuseni. I stopped listening. I stopped listening to their slot because Unathi was not gentle with her words, Payana. She was not kind to people. She used to cut people into pieces with her tongue. And engaboni nento erongo. And wayenendlela, a very subtle way of disrespecting uGlenn Lewis. Like wayenendlela wayem undermine ngayo that I didn't like. I didn't like, and I thought to myself, I am done with this morning shift yabo Unathi. Though ndimthanda Unathi, ndimthanda uGlenn Lewis, ndimthanda uMelanie, but I thought, no, this is not good for my BP. Le ntombazana ikrwada. Athi ogqiba ayihleke aphume apho Unathi egqibo khatha umntu with her tongue. Then Idols, she was the same naphayana. She was the same, if she wasn't even worse with Idols. And so what I'm trying to say is, angeke ndimfake kakhulu uSomizi kwi-downfall ka-Unathi. Unathi, by the time esilwa noSomizi, she had already burned way too many bridges. She wayesesecicini vele. She was walking on eggshells by the time esilwa noSomizi. So I can't really blame uSomizi for what happened to her. uSomizi mna ndizomkwatela ngexesha elwa noThembi, uThembi Siyete or Seattle, because phayana la tata was very bully. Oh, I saw the other side of Latata. He was bullying uThembi, and zange ndimthande during laa nto yakhe noThembi, because uThembi is such a kind person. She did not deserve that. But Somizi, I saw the other side of him that I did not like phayana. But awukwazi ukumcaphukela completely uSomizi. uSomizi uzokuxaka. There's a very kind side kuyena, and then budu avele enze into exakileyo.
Hello you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Selo. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and of course to make sure that you do share these videos. So Somizi Mhlongo has been trending for the past couple of days after Nota made a very serious allegation. He insinuated that Somizi steals his friend's luck. So there's a video whereby what's that guy's name? Otari was speaking to Nota. Nota said that Somizi is basically stealing his friend's luck. When he spoke about people who have been in his life, basically he said that Zinqumalo should watch out. Now, ever since then, there's a conversation making its way around social media involving two South African social media personality, of course, who were very much close, uSomizi and Unathi Nkayi. And this conversation is not simply about a friendship that ended. We do know that the two were like BFFs at one point, and they split publicly, you guys. We saw the very much public breakup on social media. Now, a woman online is making a much bigger spiritual claim. She is suggesting that something called energy swap or destiny swap happened between uSomizi and people who were close to him. And one of the names she brings into this conversation is Unathi Nkayi. Now, before we go any further, I want to make something very clear. What we're discussing in this video is an allegation and a spiritual interpretation shared by this woman. There is no established evidence that Somizi Mhlongo literally destiny swapped his energy or luck with Unathi, and we should not present that as fact. But the reason I think this conversation is interesting is because it raises questions about how people interpret changes in friendships, careers, personal circumstances through spiritual lens. According to this woman, she has a belief that people can become so closely connected that they begin exchanging or influencing each other's energy. She describes it as an energy or destiny swap. She talks about people being around one another for a long period of time, and says that in her understanding, a person's energy can become intertwined with somebody else's. She then brings up Unati, you guys. She said that Unati and Somizi were once extremely close, and if you know anything about South African entertainment industry, you will know that these two were once publicly associated with one another and had a friendship that many were very much aware of. But their friendship eventually changed, and that's where this woman's interpretation comes in. Guys, please do forgive my speech. So I'm currently drinking this medication, so that medication affects my speech so much. So she essentially asked people to look at what happened to the two individuals after their friendship changed, and to think about whether there could be a spiritual explanation. But here's where I think we need to be very careful. A friendship ending and someone else's career experiencing difficulties does not automatically mean that somebody took another person's destiny. There can be many explanations for why someone's career changes. The industry is unpredictable. People move between radio stations, television programs, and contract changes. Personal relationships, public controversies can happen, and sometimes a person's career simply enters a different phase. And so we should not automatically connect two events and says that one caused the other. You guys, she speaks about her own personal experiences listening to Unati on radio. She said that she eventually stopped listening to Unati because, in her opinion, Unati wasn't always gentle or kind towards other people. She describes Unati as just someone who could be harsh with her words, and says that there were moments when she felt Unati was disrespectful towards people. Now, again, this is a personal experience and opinions. It doesn't mean that every listener or colleague experienced Unati in that very same way, and that this is an important distinction when discussing public figures. Someone can have a different experience with a person, while someone else can have a completely different experience with that same person. The woman talks about Somizi, and what's interesting is that she says that she saw different sides of him. She describes when moments when she felt that Somizi was bullying or mistreating someone, while acknowledging that she had seen a kinder side of him. And I think that part of the conversation is very much important, because sometimes when we talk about celebrities, we reduce them to one version of themselves. We see the person on television, we see the Instagram post, the interviews, the glamorous lifestyle, but celebrities, just like everyone, can have complicated relationships. Sometimes can be kind in one situation and difficult in another. Someone can be a good friend to one and be different to another, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's some supernatural explanation behind it. But this woman believes that there is something deeper happening. She talks about cleansing, reclaiming one's energy, and reclaiming one's luck. This is where the discussion becomes particularly interesting from a spiritual perspective. There are people who genuinely believe that spending a lot of time around certain people can affect your emotional, spiritual, and personal energy. There are also people who believe that when a friendship ends, you need to separate yourself from that person's influence and focus on rebuilding your life. And then there are people who don't believe in energy transfer or destiny swapping, as they call it, at all. They would simply ask, they would simply say that sometimes relationship and career changes, people make mistakes that have consequences, and sometimes two people's life move in completely different directions. So the questions becomes, what do you guys believe? If you look at two people who were once extremely close and then their relationship changes after their lives appear to take different directions, is it reasonable to interpret that spiritually, or are we simply looking for patterns in events that completely ordinary, that have completely ordinary explanation. There's another important thing we should talk about, you guys. This woman herself makes an interesting point about Unati's career. She says that she cannot simply blame Somizi or another person for everything that happened to Unati, and professionally. She pointed out that Unati had already worked in different places and had a career before some of the events people are now discussing. And I think it's worth remembering, you guys. This is why we need to be careful about the phrase that says Somizi destroyed Unati's career or anything similar, because that's a very serious claim. If we don't have evidence establishing that, we shouldn't present it as fact. We can, however, discuss the public history, discuss their friendship. We can discuss what people have been saying about their fallout, what this woman's spiritual interpretation, but those are different from proving that one person caused another. What do you guys think about this, guys? At this point, I feel like I'm ranting. Please do engage your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. Like this video. Do make sure, of course, that you do share this video. We'll definitely and surely be seeing you in the next one. Bye.